I'm kind of deep into this install already, so I apologize for skipping some steps here, but there's already tons of videos out there that show all the steps when it comes to taking this apart and, installing your head unit. But I just wanted to make this video for anybody else that's having the same issues that I had, because I could not find hardly any information for my truck. So I've got a 2012 GMC Sierra. It's Denali. It's got the Bose sound system. It's got a backup camera. It's got it's got nav. Okay, so this is what the head unit looks like. So it has, well, here, let me show you the back. It has the larger power plug. It has this backup camera plug, and it has USB. This is your satellite, or not satellite, this is your radio antenna, and then these are two other antennas. I think one's XM and one's, I don't know, I couldn't tell you, to be honest. But the main problem is when you order these Android head units. So this is the head unit I've got. I mean, you see these everywhere now. I bought this on Amazon for like 160 bucks. So really good deal. I decided to roll the dice and go for that. And so this is the wiring harness that came with it, and it's a typical wiring harness that you'll see with these. It's got these 3 plugs, and then all the videos say you only use 2 on the Bose units, and you're supposed to plug up into the other side of this module. But obviously I can't use this because I don't have that power plug. So I found a adapter harness on Amazon, and it looks like there's a couple different versions of that. I think it's similar to the PAC RP5 GM32. I think it's off the top of my head. I'll have to look it up, but I'll put video, or I'll put pictures of it on the screen. But so I bought one on Amazon. It was $80, which I thought was a little steep. Probably I could have spent less, but I needed it next day, so that's why I went ahead and got it on Amazon. And so I've got, this is the large plug that goes into excuse me, main power, and then this is satellite, or not satellite, this is sorry for all the loud cars driving by. This is the radio antenna, and it is going to here, and I've got this is the RVCA right here, and all I have it doing is, as you can see, I've got this little Wago connector. It's this is your amp control wire, and this is super important, okay, because whenever I first put it together, I didn't wire these together, and I wasn't getting any sound. So if you're not getting sound, definitely make sure that you've got your amp control wire tethered there, and the amp control wire is coming off of your main power harness right here. This is your power harness. And then other than that, the only other thing is this other harness that's also a part of the main harness here, and then this guy right here, which is your backup camera. And then also obviously you've got your this is for GPS. I went ahead and threw that on there because it won't hurt to have. And then this is Wi-Fi right here. And just so you're not confused like I was, you don't actually end up using this connector, that is an antenna of some sort, or this connector, that is also an antenna. You use this one for the radio. I believe one of these is either for the navigation or XM radio, and you don't have to use those because you are replacing the GPS with your own on the new unit. And I don't know how XM would work. I guess maybe that's integrated into the 4G. But yeah, these are not used, so don't freak out. I also wanted to mention that this unit came with a fan, and it has, you know, these little wires right here, this small connector, red and black cable to that fan, and I connected that to this dongle, which is included in the RCA bundle right here. So make sure you hook that up if you want your fan to operate. I'm going to leave links in the description for the stuff that I use to get it to work. So at least you have resources that you can use to definitely get it to work. There are probably better ways out there, and maybe you can find a cheaper version of that wiring harness. But I just wanted to make this video in case if anybody else is having the same issues that I was having and not being able to find any information anywhere. And the main thing is just that big power, that 44-pin power connector, and obviously wiring up the amp. You have to do that because these cars have an amp. And other than that, it's pretty much plug and play once you get the harness. Now, FYI, this is not a typical upload for me, so if you're looking for wiring help in the future, probably aren't going to be getting very much of that from me because I am more on the mechanical side of stuff. But I took the time to figure this stuff out, and so I figured I would go ahead and put the information out there for anybody else that's also trying to figure it out. So, hope it was helpful.